Zoom, motherfucker! Zoom!
What's the matter with you? Reading comic books like a trash. You know?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Well, after years and years of requests, I'm finally looking over the film Tremors. The hell is that?
How have you never done this film before?
Better not do all the jokes that have already been done to death.
Ah!
Here's a list of all the reviewers who got to the movie before you.
Ah! What year is it, 2009?
Really should have been a crossover with the cinema style. What's next? Troll 2?
Back in Me?
Wait a minute. Have you not reviewed Troll 2 and Back in Me? Preparing comments in advance. You really shouldn't have passed for too long.
Go away! Oh no, a door.
Can't you see we travel underground? None of us has seen the sun.
Hey, did you hear? James Gunn saw Zack Snyder across the street.
Yes!
To our keyboards. I already have 5 memes for replies.
Okay, maybe I'm a tiny bit late to this. Released 35 years ago in 1990, Tremors did well at the box office, but not as well as Universal was hoping. The thought was it would disappear like many of the B-movies it was trying to pay homage to, but instead, it became a campy powerhouse of fun for reviewers like me to look over. It was directed by Ron Underwood, who, whether he directs something good or bad, it's always going to be, not you, entertaining. It's been kind of debatable whether or not this was a legit good movie, mostly because at the time, critics and audiences didn't know if it was meant to be taken seriously or not. All these years later, I honestly don't think it cares. My thought is, it just wanted to be fun, whether that meant being scary, funny, suspenseful, or laughably silly. It seemed to come through on all fronts. It's an enjoyably corny good time, and I'm excited to finally give it a watch. Even if, like I said, I am a touch behind on it.
By the way, Gene Hackman's character in Ants didn't drown.
Yeah, that's not how he died.
Yeah, how did he die?
Death by branch.
If you insist. Let's take a look at Tremors. The film opens with a title that ran out of ink halfway through printing. As the credits roll, we're introduced to a handyman named Valentine, played by Kevin Bacon, waking up his co-worker, Earl, played by Fred Ward.
Get out of the way!
Anyone who has that as their introductory face is either in Tremors or Jack Sparrow's crew.
No breakfast? I did it yesterday. It was bologna and beans. It was eggs. I did eggs. The hell you did? Bologna and beans.
This is the most passionate, boring conversation I ever heard. You may have noticed these two are one bob short of a Minions trio, but both their performances make them, okay, definitely archetypes, but likable archetypes. Even Bacon apparently improvised this hammer scene. Sorry, I was aiming for the A in Maddock, but then it disappeared, so I started aiming for the second S in SS Wilson.
I'm Rhonda LeBeck.
They stumble across a woman named Rhonda, played by Finn Carter, who's studying earthquakes.
Hey, listen, I've got a question for you.
You got any coke?
I've been getting some really strange readings.
She naturally says she's been noticing a lot of activity in the area, but Earl is pissed Valentine isn't noticing / starting any activity because he's too picky about women.
You don't go for any gal unless she fits that stupid list of yours from top to bottom.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
I'm looking for a distinct 1980s woman, not 1989 going into 1990. They drive into town where they run into Bert and Heather, played by Michael Gross and Reba McEntire.
Turn up oil or uranium or something out there? Next thing, the feds will be at our door.
Well, you worry. You're gonna have a heart attack before you get a chance to survive World War III.
Hey, as the future face of this franchise, I have to be prepared. I kinda love this weird shot. Like, the monsters are underground, so whose point of view is that? Did someone smack the camera operator like, Adam, sober up! Ouch! But that's not important. We got hijinks.
What you bring that vacuum cleaner for, man?
I like this vacuum cleaner.
Hell, you never use it.
Maybe we'll hire a maid. Now, had you thought about that, Earl?
Oh, will you just propose already?
We did it, we faced temptation and did not bid.
What language was that? Did they just start speaking Boomhauerese?
We faced temptation and did not bid.
That type of time don't take for me, man. They don't laugh.
They think they see a friend up on a tower, but it looks like he kicked the bucket.
Was it a heart attack, Doctor?
No.
It was Tremors.
Died of dehydration.
And he's not the only old-timer about to be afraid of the ground. Sheep!
What the shit?
Good job, Ralph. Thank you, Sam. Guess Indiana Jones couldn't pretend the snake was a rope, huh? At least they discover his corpse like a gender reveal party.
Ah, Jesus! What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
Do these things hate the taste of faces? I mean, what are their eating habits? And the deaths get all the more loony. I mean terrifying. Yeah, at some point, someone's gonna be killed by an anvil.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Brad Jones' tongue after years of Brad tries. Anyone else feel like we're looking at a Joe Dante character buffet? I mean, these people are so much like Looney Tunes, they might actually end up in Looney Tunes. Hello, happy people who barely got a line. Ever wonder how soil tastes?
Just keep looking at that beautiful sky.
What if we don't finish the roof?
What if we died right now? Comically even. Finish the roof!
Jim!
She says his name less like he died and more like he left the freezer open.
Jim!
If my chunky monkey is no longer chunky. But they take the car with them. Yeah, just turning off the lights is a good way to save on budget. As the locals hype up the creature they found.
Come on, honey, don't look so afraid. It's not gonna hurt you, I promise.
Trust me, kid, you're gonna see a lot more horrifying things in the future. Hell no, I'm talking about space invaders.
Phone's out, the road's out.
We set perimeters. We stand guard.
You make it sound like a war.
What do you people got against being prepared?
This could be Pizzagate 2! They decide Earl and Valentine can take two of the horses to get help.
That 30-30, won't you take one of our Browning autos? Better than that, won't you just take my Model 70, 375 H&H mag.
Alright, Reba McEntire already had an amazing voice, but Reba McEntire talking about guns? That is my new ASMR.
30-30, won't you just take my Model 70, 375 H&H mag.
Not everybody, though, is taking the situation seriously.
Damn it, Melvin!
You do that again, I'm naming the worst sketch on the internet after you! Two of them ride off, but as you'd expect, the ground starts shaking.
Are you okay? Yeah, what about the horse?
I knew a horse's schlong was big, but not big enough to strangle himself!
Well, here we are, Pismo Beach and all the clams we can eat.
No, seriously, if you need more convincing you're watching a Merry Melody short. They run into Rhonda again, who of course is excited about their discovery.
I don't see any eyes. Must be totally subterranean.
So it lives underwater.
Yeah, it must push itself along with these. All of them pushing at once.
Apparently they got people from National Geographic to work on the technicals of how these creatures would operate. Hey, a little cross-promotion, never hurt.
We start making some phone calls.
National Geographic.
But if that's the case, I gotta know, are the tongues alive too, or do they just look like they're alive? Because I swear, they look like Mushu covered by a clitoris. More start to show up, though, as they make their way to a rock.
It can hear every move we make, especially on this rock. It's a perfect conductor.
That means we're stuck. That pisses me off.
I love how odd some of these lines are. It'd be like Ryan Reynolds saying, I'm buried alive. This Tuesday stinks.
That's why Edgar never got down off that damn tower.
Yeah, thanks. And maybe that thing that ate the employee in Jurassic Park was a dinosaur. Rhonda figures out pole vaulting is the answer, which of course all of them know how to do. And I don't know, I gotta love a movie where 90% of it is just the floor is lava.
That slime bag ain't gonna give us much time once we hit that truck.
They make their way to the car and figure out once they land on it, they'll be vulnerable for a moment. They're a little less scary when they're just punchable Jim Henson puppets. It's the Muppet Show! Ah! She gets the car going, they report back with what they found.
We discovered that we should name them snakeoids, graboids. That's it, graboid.
Whatever, majority of people are still gonna call them Tremors. The creatures make their way towards them, so they all hide inside.
Now remember, no noise, no vibrations.
Got it! Speaking of which, it's 5 o'clock. Do you know where your little dumbass is? Oh, is the street just tarred? How is it standing? Quick, we have to figure a reason to show your panties.
Get out of your pants!
Brilliant! We smell the Jessica Alba and Fantastic Four treatment. To be fair, she's not pantsless for long, but long enough to get this weird look from Earl. I'm just thinking of that facepalm meme I'm gonna start in a few years. The soda machine starts making noise, which signals to the monsters their location. Tell Tum Tum I love him! Oh, come on, I just got pants. Rhonda, look out, that's Popeye spinach, now they're even stronger!
Girl, you can do it!
I don't even know if the movie knows if that's supposed to be funny, but that is goddamn funny. They all make their way to the top of different buildings as they figure out one of the creatures is going for Bert and Heather's.
Hey, I think they're going for Bert.
Not gonna stop me from chewing my gum, though.
They're under the ground. They're huge. They're coming right after you.
I love there's almost an excitement something is coming for them, like they finally get to use their arsenal. And boy, do they. Honestly, just about everything in this scene goes against what usually happens in horror films. First off, the fact that tiny, gentle Reba McEntire and the hippie from Family Ties play such convincing badass gun nuts is awesome. The fact that in most other horror films these side characters would die because they stayed to fight instead of run. And finally, in most monster movies, guns don't work, but in this one it does. It just takes all of them. It goes on and on, but honestly, the more it does, the more you're kind of rooting for him. And yeah, it is so satisfactory when they finally kill this thing.
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you, you bastard?
This is the ultimate power couple. I'm not into threesomes, but I really had to think this one over. Oh, by the way, can you tell this was originally an R, but they changed it to PG-13 at the last minute?
We killed that mother humper!
Roger that, Bert, and congratulations. Be advised, however, there are two more mother humpers.
Also be advised, Mr. Falcon, might also be on the loose. The houses start farting as the creatures try looking for weaknesses.
Get off the ground! No, Nestor, that's no good! Come on, you gotta get higher!
Oh no, not him. I just remembered he was in the movie. Tell my wife who may or may not have existed, I may or may not have loved her! Valentine tries to make a run for the bulldozer, but the creatures catch up with him. Well, I usually do a big gulp like everything else, but when I smell bacon, I want to take my time. Rhonda helps him outsmart the tongue stickle, and he makes it in time, using the bulldozer to pick everyone up.
We're going prepared.
They're getting smarter by the minute!
We got some new things to teach them.
They try to make their way through the mountains. Yeah, no matter how John Williamsy you try to make it, it's still incredibly slow-moving construction equipment. After verbalizing how I usually react seeing a horny couple making out in public.
I don't care what they're doing, as long as they're doing it way over there!
It looks like they dug a trap to sink them. They make a run for the rocks where they're once again stranded. But then they're like, oh yeah, bombs. Less spicy next time. The last worm, however, he is no Dunsky.
On lunchtime, slimehead.
Needs more of your face! The team is scattered and there's only one bomb left. And we followed all the other rules of slapstick cartoons. Why not end with falling off a cliff? I've lost track how many times I've used the goofy holler by minute. It's been funny every single time. The day is saved and Valentine decides to follow through on the sort of chemistry he has with Rhonda.
Thanks for everything, saving my life and stuff.
You're welcome.
Maybe I'll see you sometime?
Uh-huh.
What do you need, a friend invite to her cooch? Just say you're interested!
What am I doing? I think what's a woman like her want with a guy like me?
It's the hat, isn't it? I look like the RV sign. I'm sorry you couldn't come up with a Dune joke. So much weird going on, I just forgot. And that was Tremors, or as the poster would like you to call it, Sandjaws. The movie's still a stupid amount of fun. It's silly and cartoony, but at the same time you do care for most of the people and the inventive ways they created these monsters. It is legit suspenseful, as a lot of the time you feel like you're out there with these people, but it's also action-packed enough that you always feel like you're gonna have a good time. It's like a decent roller coaster, not one that makes it to your top 10 list, but one you'd always ride if the line wasn't too long. And speaking of too long, yeah, I know I took way too long to get to it, but when something is this entertaining, it'll still be fun to talk about whenever you get to it.
But we still have so much nitpicking to do!
Yeah, it's Nostalgia-Ween, and you said you weren't gonna do Stephen King reviews anymore. Third thing!
Well, it just so happens I've seen a lot of interesting King stuff recently, so you know what? Maybe I will bring it back.
In the next review!
Fine.
And it better be a weird one.
They all are, even his normal ones.
And it better be one that nobody's demanding! Just to confuse us.
Okay.
What?
I'm confused. See, it's working already.
So do y'all own a place underground, or?
Of course not!
Not in this economy. We rent. It's like Friends, only more obnoxious.
We faced temptation and did not bend.